issue. In spite of having the best of technology at our disposal, we are suffering so much. Anybody? Can we have the cameras on, please? So that I know I'm interacting with lovely faces and not blackboards. Can we have all the cameras on, please? Ridhan Shah, nice name. Anjali ma'am. Okay. So a lot of reasons, unhealthy lifestyles. Pinky ma'am says unhealthy lifestyle, apni sundar wali smile to dijiye. Arey baap re. Okay. So a lot of reasons, yes, there are a lot of reasons. The sedentary lifestyle, the technology, where everything is just done with the help of a button, right? So ab uska solution kya hai? I'm sure most of you all have done a lot for your health and have tried almost everything. Yes or no? Yes or no? सब लोगों ने, mostly लोगों ने सब कुछ try कर लिया है, and all solutions have been temporary. जितना दिन दवाई उतना दिन सही, उसके बाद back to square one. Yes or no? तो अब हम आपके लिए लेके आए हैं ऐसा solution जो आपको permanent relief देगा. But one thing is there, it is not as easy as popping a pill. ये पिल की तरह आसान नहीं है. तो क्या ये difficult है? Is it difficult? Absolutely no. घबराइए मत. ये difficult नहीं है, but easy भी नहीं है. इसके लिए हमें determination और dedication चाहिए और patience चाहिए. तो जो लोग अपना health खुद के हाथों में लेना चाहते हैं, you want to take charge of your health, Ashtaang Chikitsa is for them. Because we don't have any easy temporary solutions. When we are looking for permanent solutions, we have to work hard over it. Okay? So if you give me 2 minutes of your screen time, I will just share the screen. Do I have your permission? Give me a thumbs up. Yes or no? कितने लोग जानने के लिए उत्सुक हैं आखिर अष्टांग चिकित्सा में होता क्या है, किस तरह से हम अपनी बीमारी से बाहर निकलेंगे? Okay, so I get a couple of yeses. So just give me 2 minutes before I share the screen. Anil ji, can you see the screen, please?
Yes.
So Ashtaang Chikitsa online therapy for neuromusculoskeletal problems. आज की दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. Yes or no? अब आते हैं कि ये क्या कर सकते हैं. नमस्कार, I welcome you all to Ashtaang Chikitsa webinar. My name is Rachna Botra and I'll be your host for today's webinar. I'm a part of an organization called Avisa Healing and Fitness Private Limited. In today's webinar, we will present to you a unique therapy for curing neuromusculoskeletal problems that you or someone in your family may be suffering from but have not yet found permanent relief despite spending a good amount of money on various treatments. Now I'd like to introduce you all to Swami Rajvibhu ji, a rare Kumbhak yogi. So Swami Rajvibhu ji has been transforming lives of thousands of people who have not found any relief even after years of using allopathic medicine. I'm sure lots of people have been trying lots of allopathic medicine and lots of other pathies and are facing similar problems. Not only in India, but Europe and the USA as well. He has taken people out of chronic diseases like thyroid, BP, heart, diabetes, and even life-threatening diseases like cancer, जिसका आज के तारीख में कोई भी इलाज नहीं है. तो आप समझ सकते हैं जो इतने chronic diseases से लोगों को बाहर निकाल चुके हैं, तो जॉइंट पेन तो कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. At Avisa Healing and Fitness, we are reviving Ashtaang Chikitsa to address the structural issues of a human being. So what do we mean when we say structure of the human body? The musculoskeletal system is one of them. How the structure of the human body can function in its best possible way. That's our purpose at Avisa Healing and Fitness. It's a profound way of addressing the aspects of a human body. So exactly who is this webinar for? ये webinar आखिर है किसके लिए है? For people who are tired of temporary treatments and are looking for a permanent and natural solution. People who want to take charge of their health, जो अपना health का ध्यान खुद लेना चाहते हैं without any external intervention and are willing to work on themselves to come out of their health problems patiently. So reversing neuromusculoskeletal problems with Ashtaang Chikitsa, freedom from pain and medicines. So balancing of body at 8 levels. आखिर ये 8 सॉफ्टवेयर्स है क्या जिसको बैलेंस करने पर ही हमारा प्रॉब्लम से बाहर आना होता है. So details you will get to know in a short while we play the recording of Swami Rajvibhu ji. So what exactly are the 8 sharir? The Srishti sharir, Garbha Sharira, Dosha sharir, Marma sharir, Praman, Sankhya sharir, Prakriti and the Vikriti sharir. अब ये लास्ट 2 शरीर जो है वो हमारा कंसर्न है न्यूरोमस्कुलर प्रॉब्लम्स में. मेनली एड्रेस तो हम 8 चीज ही करेंगे, बट मेनली प्रकृति एंड एक्सक्यूज मी विकृति शरीर. तो प्रकृति शरीर यानी कि द इंटीग्रेटेड बॉडी, और जब विकृति शरीर का हम बात बोलते हैं तो disintegration of the body, the degeneration of the body. तो होता क्या है, आपको जब जॉइंट पेन शुरू होती है या कोई भी तरह का नेक पेन, स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस, स्लिप डिस्क एंड द लिस्ट गोज ऑन, तो आपका डीजेनरेशन जो है वो तेजी से हो रहा है और जो रीजेनरेशन फैक्टर्स है वो बहुत ही स्लो हो रहा है. तो रिजल्ट क्या होता है, इम्बैलेंसेस होती है. तो वो इम्बैलेंसेस हम लोग एड्रेस करते हैं अष्टांग चिकित्सा में, एंड वी ट्राई टू एक्सपीडिएट द रीजेनरेशन फैक्टर्स. सो व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट वी हील एट अष्टांग चिकित्सा? A few of them which are the most common problems. Of course the list goes on, बहुत सारी और चीजें भी हैं, but some of the common problems are knee pain, lower back pain, hip issues, pain in the leg, drop foot, spine related issues, slip disc bulge, weak spine, spondylitis, frozen shoulder, drooping shoulder, tennis elbow, rheumatic arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, dislocation, neuropathy और the nerve issues. तो हम लोग यहाँ पर एड्रेस करते हैं joint issues as well as the nervous system issues, the nervous system regeneration as well. So let's hear from Swami Rajvibhu ji, what exactly are we doing at Ashtaang Chikitsa to get out of our own problems. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Over to Anil ji to share the video of Swami Rajvibhu ji. I'll just give you the program details. अभी आप सुनने जा रहे हैं स्वामी राजविभू जी आपको समझाएंगे कि हाउ यू कैन कम आउट ऑफ योर प्रॉब्लम्स. उसके बाद we will be sharing a live testimony and the program details, and simultaneously we will be sharing a Google form where you can write down your questions, and we will take it up in the class group which has been formed for the webinar. Thank you so much. Not wasting much of your time. Over to Anil ji to share the video. Thank you.
So let's start. Neuromusculoskeletal problem. We are talking about neuromusculoskeletal problem. आपके शरीर में हड्डियों का, मांसपेशियों का और नसों का जो गठजोड़ होता है, they actually create every movement in your body. आपके शरीर में वही movement create करता है. So I'll take one example and let's go ahead understanding why problem happens and what is the solution. मैं एक एग्जाम्पल से शुरू करूंगा और उसको लेके हम समझेंगे. So suppose what is the most common problem at this point of time? सबसे common problem क्या है आज के समय? Knee pain. Let's take knee pain as an example and understand what we are talking about. हम बात क्या कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में knee pain से start करते हैं, right? So some person who got an injury in one of the knees will get a knee problem in that leg. है कि नहीं? अगर एक नी इंजरी किसी का हो जाता है तो वो उस घुटने में उसको परेशानी होगी. और स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन who has somehow damaged one knee, एक अगर घुटने को किसी तरीके से एक स्पोर्ट्स के पर्सन ने, एक बंदे ने अगर डैमेज कर दिया है तो वहां पे प्रॉब्लम आएगी. बट दैट इज लोकलाइज्ड प्रॉब्लम. डज एवरीबडी हैज डैमेज देयर नीज? क्या सभी ने अपना नी डैमेज कर दिया? नो. People are still getting into problem. Then when you go to the doctor with your knee problem, जब आप एक डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं अपने घुटने की प्रॉब्लम लेके, and the most common thing that you hear is degeneration in the joint. जो सबसे कॉमन चीज है, जो सबसे पहले डॉक्टर बोलता है वो तो आपके घुटने घिस गए हैं, isn't it? Degeneration. So the next thing can be degeneration. यानी कि आपके नी घुटने में जो कार्टिलेज था वो बन नहीं रहा, वो घिस रहा है, वो प्रॉपरली बन नहीं रहा, उसको बनना भी चाहिए था, रीजनरेशन भी होना चाहिए. रीजनरेशन इज ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस ह्यूमन सिस्टम, बट रीजनरेशन इज नॉट हैपनिंग प्रॉपरली. डीजनरेशन इज हैपनिंग. दूसरा कारण होगा, नाउ सम पर्सन गोज टू अ डॉक्टर विथ अ सोलोन नी, इन्फ्लेमेशन इन द नी. लालीपना है उसके घुटने में, इन्फ्लेमेशन है, सूजन है. The doctor will still say there is a localized problem at the knee. वो कहेगा एक्सरे करा लो, वो कहेगा जाके स्कैन करा लो, सीटी स्कैन करा लो, and he would try to see the problem there itself. वहीं पे वो प्रॉब्लम ढूंढने की कोशिश करेगा और सोल्यूशन ढूंढने की कोशिश करेगा. But do you know why inflammation happen in your body? Why inflammation क्यों होता है? सूजन क्यों आ जाती है आपके जोड़ों पे? शायद आपका लिवर ठीक नहीं है. If your liver gets impacted, there will be inflammation in the body. If your digestion is not proper, there will be inflammation in the body. Third thing, if there is an increased uric acid in your body, your kidney is not functioning properly, then also there will be inflammation. So क्या इसका रीजन ढूंढा गया आपके लिए? Why this inflammation is happening? No. So even if you go for a liver test, liver will not show any sign of damage till it gets damaged to 95%. 95% जब तक लिवर का डैमेज नहीं होगा तब तक लिवर के टेस्ट में कुछ भी नहीं आने वाला. So your problem will remain undiagnosed. Usually these diagnoses are not done. तो इन्फ्लेमेशन क्यों है यहाँ पे आपके जॉइंट में? प्रॉब्लम क्यों? बिकॉज देयर इज अ लिवर प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज देयर इज अ किडनी प्रॉब्लम, because there is an issue with digestion. Now Rachana ji said after menopause osteoporosis, osteoarthritis is very common. Yes. What does it mean also? आपका घुटना का दर्द क्या रीजन क्या हो सकता है? Hormone imbalance, isn't it? Another reason is hormone imbalance. हार्मोन इम्बैलेंस होगा तब भी आपके घुटने में दर्द आएगा, कमर में दर्द आएगा, लोअर बैक पेन एंड योर नी पेन कैन हैपन. So what are you doing to balance your hormones? There is no way. कोई तरीका नहीं है. Now if the osteoporosis has happened, हड्डियां अगर ब्रिटल हो गई, कमजोर हो गई हैं, पोरस हो गई हैं, बहुत जल्दी टूटने की आशंका रहती है इसके अंदर. If they have become brittle by calcium, how many people have come out of osteoporosis by taking calcium? Not even a single example. एक भी example नहीं है. Rather, do you know if you take long-term calcium, the chances of breast cancer will increase by 200%. So I'm just trying to tell you, don't see problem as a localized deficiency or disalignment or some kind of a breakdown at a localized position. The discrepancy at a localized position is not the only way to look at a problem. It can happen due to many reasons. So what we are talking about is there are 8 major factors, 8 कारण हैं because of which one problem happens, जिसकी वजह से एक problem आती है. So if you really want to come out of problem, then you will have to work upon these 8 factors. 8 कारणों पे काम करना पड़ेगा. This is Ashtaang Chikitsa. Now in the last 50 years, पिछले 50 साल 100 साल तक का आप ले जा सकते हैं. There is example for that. Nobody has come out of their issues. घुटने आज तक किसी के ठीक नहीं हुए ना. Nobody has come out of their knee problem. ज्यादा से ज्यादा to the extreme, what the doctor will say, do a knee replacement. अपने घुटने बदलवा लीजिए. So what does it mean? It cannot be treated. According to the modern treatment, it cannot be treated. ये ठीक हो ही नहीं सकता. So I would tell you to remember your grandfather, grandmother. अपने दादा दादी नाना नानी को याद करें जरा. क्या उनको इतनी एज में प्रॉब्लम थी? Did they have problem at this age? No. So why deterioration or the problem was not happening at that time to this scale? इस स्केल में उस समय प्रॉब्लम हो ही नहीं रही थी. आज क्यों हो रही है? Because the system has gone weak and we are not doing anything on this human body to strengthen it. इसको मजबूत करने के लिए, स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए हम कोई काम नहीं कर रहे. So let's start Ashtaang Chikitsa. The first thing, when I'm talking about Sharira, the word Sharira means body and mind both. जब मैं आपको बोलूंगा शरीर, तो इसका मतलब body as well as mind. Because in कुंभक पद्धति, in कुंभक कलाचार और Ayurved kalachar, in yoga kalachar, there is nothing called as mind separately. It's always sharira. Both body and mind complex is called as sharira. मैं एक example दूं आपको. Let's take an example. Open your mouth and try to think. अपना मुंह खोलिए और सोचने की कोशिश कीजिए. Open your mouth and try to think. Oh, it becomes difficult. 50 किताबें पढ़ लीजिए, दिमाग को रोकने का कोई तरीका नहीं मिलेगा. And just a little bit, if you know how it works, ये काम कैसे करता है, अगर ये आपको मालूम चल गया तो एकदम से पकड़ लेते हैं. You just catch it then and there. तो मुंह खोल के आप सोच नहीं पा रहे. So is your action and your mind different? Is your body and mind different? No, it is not different. ये अलग नहीं. So your body and mind complex constantly strives to live. ये आपका शरीर हमेशा एक जद्दोजहद में रहता है जिंदा रहने के. हाँ या ना? So there is something called as prakriti, new cellular formation. नए नए सेल्स और टिश्यूज आपके शरीर में बनते हैं. And there is another aspect called vikriti. Lot of cells which has aged, they die. बहुत सारे ऐसे सेल्स और टिश्यू जो आपके शरीर में काम नहीं कर पा रहे ठीक से, वो खत्म हो जाते हैं. After a certain time period, certain age, they wear off. This is wearing off is called as vikriti and production is called as prakriti. Right? ये दो चीज हमेशा चल रही है. There has to be a balance of these two things, manufacturing and release. ये दो चीजें हमेशा बैलेंस में होना चाहिए. Now I'm giving you another example. We will take examples so that you understand what I am saying. बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल लेंगे समझने के लिए कि हम क्या बोल रहे हैं. ये these are things you know already, but you are not paying attention to your body. आप ये चीज जानते ही हैं मगर वहां पे ध्यान नहीं जा रहा आपका. So when there is a polluted area, you enter a polluted area. एक बहुत ही प्रदूषित जगह पे आप जाते हैं. If you watch your breath, अगर अपनी सांसों को जरा ध्यान दे सांसों पे, what happens more, inhalation or exhalation? जरा सोचिए, प्लीज थिंक अबाउट इट, बिकॉज योर बॉडी इज द प्राइमरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. क्या करते हैं आप? ज्यादा इनहेल करते हैं, ज्यादा एक्सहेल करते हैं, ज्यादा सांस लेते हैं, छोड़ते हैं, ज्यादा छोड़ते हैं. आप लेना नहीं चाहते हो. योर बॉडी डजंट वांट टू. अगर धुआं कहीं भरा है तो आप देखेंगे आपकी सांस रुक जाती है. यू डोंट टेक इन, यू ट्राई टू एक्सहेल मोर. इफ यू गेट टायर्ड, अगर आप थक जाते हैं, व्हाट इज टायर्डनेस? थकना क्या हुआ? लॉट ऑफ टॉक्सिन्स इन द बॉडी, isn't it? What do? You do long exhalation. This is what you do. You do long exhalation, less inhalation. Now, for holidays, if you go to a hill station, अगर holiday के लिए आप hill station में गए, what happens more, inhalation or exhalation? If you observe, you inhale more. जब भी आपके शरीर में सही सिचुएशन मिलती है, if there is a right situation, your body wants to manufacture more, it inhales more. When there is a bad situation, your body wants to throw out more. आपका शरीर चीजें बाहर निकालना चाहता है, more exhalation. So how is your environment, nearby environment? आपने आसपास के वातावरण का क्या हाल किया है? आपने नहीं, मैं तो कहूंगा सभी ह्यूमैनिटी. I'm just talking about humanity. I'm just saying it in that way. हमने क्या किया? वातावरण का खराब कर दिया. डू यू थिंक योर बॉडी वांट्स टू इनहेल मोर और एक्सहेल मोर? इट वांट्स टू इनहेल लेस एंड एक्सहेल मोर. सो इज कंस्ट्रक्शन हैपनिंग मोर और डिस्ट्रक्शन हैपनिंग मोर? लॉट ऑफ डिस्ट्रक्शन, नो कंस्ट्रक्शन. सो आपके घुटने घिसेंगे कि नहीं घिसेंगे? बन तो रहे नहीं, आपने सिचुएशन नहीं छोड़ी. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फूड यू आर ईटिंग? भोजन कैसा करना चाह रहे हैं? genetically modified food, isn't it? Your body doesn't want to take it. लेना नहीं चाहता, कभी कभी उल्टी कर देता है, बाहर निकाल देता है. Your body pukes it out also sometimes. वो बाहर निकालना चाहता है, it doesn't want to take in. So regeneration will happen more or degeneration will happen more? Degeneration will happen more and correlated with the situation. इसीलिए आपके joints घिस रहे हैं, उनमें दर्द आ रहा है. Regeneration नहीं हो रहा, नई चीजें नहीं बन रही, घिसे जा रहे हैं. So there is an imbalance of prakriti and vikriti. इसका बैलेंस होना चाहिए था, मगर ये बैलेंस नहीं हो पा रहा है. So ये दो का अगर आप बैलेंस नहीं बनाएंगे, there is no chance of recovery. So what are you doing to create a balance of these two things? You are not doing anything. तो अपना ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे नहीं तो होगा कैसे? First of all, so this is the first thing that we need to get to, a balance of prakriti and vikriti, a balance of regeneration and degeneration, and there is a method to do it. इसका एक तरीका है करने का. अगर आप अपने आप को बचाना चाहते हैं, what do? Somebody is hitting you, कोई आपको मार रहा है, you feel damage ना, you think there will be a damage. What do? क्या करते हैं आप? सांस रोक के टाइट कर लेते हैं अपने आप को. You hold your breath and tense your body, isn't it? Yes or no? आप जानते हैं इस बात को, ऐसा नहीं है. Whatever I am saying, you know it already. तो आप सांस रोक के बचाते हैं ना. अगर हॉरर मूवी देख रहे हैं, if you are watching a horror movie, there are certain scenes that you don't want to watch. देखना नहीं चाहते ना, हाथ रख लेते हैं आंखों पे. एक बच्चे को देखो, see a kid, the kid will close the eyes. So you hold your senses also to protect yourself. अपने आप को बचाने के लिए अपनी दृष्टि को, कहीं पे खराब स्मेल आया तो आप रोक लेते हैं ना सांस. You hold your breath. If there is a bad sound, you close your ears. आप नहीं सुनना चाहते इसको. You hold your senses. So holding your breath, holding your senses is called as kumbhak. इसको नाम दे रहे हैं हम. So it is not just breath hold, it is the hold of senses also. आपकी पंच तन्मात्राएं जो है, शब्द, स्पर्श, रूप, रस, गंध, all the five senses, you hold the senses to protect yourself. So there is a way of creating more prakriti and balance out the vikriti. You can't stop vikriti. देखिए आप degeneration stop नहीं कर सकते. This is a natural process of life. You will age, but you must age gracefully. ठीक है, तो how to balance vikriti? There is a method to balance vikriti. Ashtaang Chikitsa will give you that method to enhance prakriti and balance the vikriti. So then next thing, when there is a regeneration, कोई नई चीज पैदा हो रही है, so it will expand, isn't it? वो फैलेगा. एक शिशु इतना छोटा सा पैदा होता है, there is a little infant which gets born and then the infant expands, isn't it? This expansion factor is called as samkhya. The real word for expansion is samkhya or proportionate expansion. This is called as proportionate expansion. सही तरीके से संतुलित विस्तार, इसको क्या कहेंगे? संतुलित विस्तार. Suppose your one hand becomes long, the other hand remains short. एक हाथ लंबा हो गया, एक हाथ छोटा रह गया. Will you get joint problem in one of the shoulders? आपको एक शोल्डर में joint problem आएगी ना? So if you have one leg a little longer than the other leg, एक पांव ज्यादा लंबा है, दूसरा पांव थोड़ा छोटा है, so you'll get knee pain in one leg. आपके एक पांव में knee pain होगा. You'll get hip pain at one side of the hip. If your body is not aligned, the right side and the left side is not aligned, you will get a problem. Neuro Musculoskeletal problem. अगर आपकी एक muscles खिंच गए because of uneven expansion, skin ढीली हो जाती है ना, skin becomes flabby when there is an uneven expansion. You get stretch marks, isn't it? You know what is stretch mark? You get stretch mark because there is an uneven expansion. असंतुलित विस्तार अगर होता है तो भी आपकी बॉडी में प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है. At muscles, at joints, आपकी मांसपेशियों में प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है, मांसपेशियां फट सकती है, आपके जॉइंट में प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है ना, वहां पे. So disalignment, if you see at this point of time, most of the people do not even walk straight. The way we are sitting, the way we are living our life, we don't even sit straight. कितने लोग सीधा बैठते हैं? You always take a back rest, isn't it? So there is always, there will be, if you don't use your body proportionately, there will be disalignment. और आपकी joint problem disalignment की वजह से भी हो सकती है. There are three basic disalignment that happens in the body. तीन basic disalignment है. Nabhi, your navel can get disaligned. We call it dharan. Your chest can get disaligned. आपकी छाती disaligned हो सकती है. That part is called as kaudi. And your legs can get disaligned. आपके जांघें disaligned हो सकती है. That is called as nale in the local terminology. Nabhi, kaudi, nale. Now, if your nabhi, if your navel get disaligned, you'll get into digestive issue, metabolic issue. आजकल diabetes बहुत हो रहा है ना? आजकल diabetes बहुत हो रहा है. Do you know one of the reason of diabetes is disalignment of the navel? But nobody is correcting it. If you have asthma or allergies, respiratory disease, corona is also a respiratory thing. People's respiratory capacity is going down because of the disalignment of kaudi or the chest factor, and the disalignment of the thighs or the legs will get you into hip problem, knee problem, ankle problem, sciatica, those kind of things. So what are you doing to balance it? आप क्या कर रहे हैं इसको बैलेंस करने के लिए? तो एक काम करें, let's see how do we balance. हम बैलेंस कैसे करते हैं देखें जरा. अपने दाएं हाथ को पकड़ लें, hold your right hand over the top and try to pull it. खींचने की कोशिश करें. Just pull on the left side. बाईं तरफ खींचने की कोशिश करें. When you pull, what do? ये जोर लगाने के लिए आप क्या करते हैं? You hold your breath. Yes or no? सांस रोकी आपने? even if you have to align yourself, what is the basic key? वो कुंजी क्या है, वो चाबी क्या है? It is kumbhak. It is holding your breath. So if you use breath hold in a particular manner, you can align the whole body. That is what we teach in Ashtaang Chikitsa, how to align your body. And once your body is aligned, you will feel very light. आपको हल्का महसूस होगा. You lose excess of weight. जो भी आपके शरीर में बचाने के लिए शरीर ने कुछ भी किया है, वो आपका ठीक हो जाएगा. So Sankhya Sharir, this is the second factor. Now again, if you have to align or Sankhya, if you have to correct the Sankhya, you have to use Kumbhak. Now let's go. Let's go to the third part, Pramana. Now, one more thing in Sankhya, what I want to actually tell you that there is a way of doing a movement and holding the breath. अगर आपको तरीका पता है ना, how to align, how you want to align your navel, how you want to align, how you can align your chest. अगर ये तरीका पता है ना, then only you will be able to align. So it needs a little commitment. एक थोड़ा committed atmosphere चाहिए होता है उसके लिए. That is why we teach it in the class. हम क्लास में सिखाते हैं. Now the fourth aspect, Pramana Sharira, Prakriti, Vikriti, Sankhya, Pramana. चौथे पे आ गए हम, Pramana. Pramana means density. इसका मतलब होता है density, गुरुत्व, भार. Density. इसी को धातु भी कहते हैं. We call it धातु. There are different types of tissue in your body, isn't it? आपके शरीर में अलग अलग तरीके के कोशिकाएं हैं. Like bone is very much dense. हड्डी जो है वो बहुत भारी होती है. Your muscles is less denser than your bone. आपकी जो मांसपेशियां हैं वो उससे कम घनत्व है उसमें. और आपके फैट में एडिपोज टिश्यू जिसे कहते हैं, your fat muscle, your fat tissue or adipose tissue is very light compared to the muscles and bones. जिनके शरीर में मसल ज्यादा होगा उनका वेट ज्यादा होता है. People who have denser bones and muscles, their weight is high even though they are lean. वो पतले होने के बाद भी उनका भार ज्यादा होता है. So there are different kinds of tissues. This is called as Sapta Dhatu. 7 different density tissue की है आपके शरीर में. There are 7 different densities, tissue of different densities. Rasa, Rakta, Mansa, Med, Asthi, Majja, Shukra. These are 7 densities. ये अलग अलग भार के tissues हैं. If the densities becomes less, if you lose the density, your organ functioning will not happen properly. आपके अंदर जितने भी organs हैं, heart, liver, lungs, kidney, ये जितने भी organs हैं ना, इनको काम करने के लिए there is a density required. So we are losing on the density of our organ. हमारी organ weak हो रही है. What is diabetes? Your pancreas is not functioning properly. Your liver is not functioning properly. What is hypothyroidism? Your thyroid gland is not functioning properly. है ना? It has also a relation with liver. What is kidney disease? Your kidney is not functioning properly. Organ damage आजकल ज्यादा है. You will see more chronic disease are there. है ना? Organ से related disease. So how do you correct your organ? Suppose there is a joint pain due to liver dysfunction. Liver के कारण आपके शरीर में joint pain है, inflammation. So you will have to correct the liver. आपको liver ठीक करना पड़ेगा. Is there a medicine to correct liver? No, there is no medicine to rejuvenate your organ. आज तक कोई दवाई नहीं बनी है आपके हार्ट को ठीक करने के लिए, आपके किडनी को ठीक करने के लिए, आपके लिवर को ठीक करने के लिए, आपके पैनक्रियास को ठीक करने के लिए, आपके लंग्स को. There is no medicine. There cannot be a medicine. दवाई हो ही नहीं सकती है. So you will have to work internally. आपको अंदर काम करना पड़ेगा. अंदर आप काम कैसे कर सकते हैं? बाहर तो कर सकते हैं. You can do exercise, you can do weight training, isn't it? But people into sports and weight training and exercise, they also get diabetes, they also get heart attack. 40-40 साल के जवान जो है वो बॉडी बिल्डर्स, वो हार्ट अटैक आ रहा है. एक्सरसाइज cannot rejuvenate your organ. एक्सरसाइज से आपका हार्ट स्ट्रांग नहीं होने वाला. So how will it happen? ये होगा कैसे? Should we do a little experiment? एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करें. Now keep your left palm like this. अपने बाईं हथेली को ऐसा रखें, दाएं मुट्ठी बांध ले दाएं हाथ से. Make a fist from the right hand. Keep your left palm like this and try to push your left palm very hard. जोर से धक्का दीजिए अपने बाएं हथेली को. पुश कीजिए, जोर से पुश कीजिए. How do you create this strength of pushing? ये जो शक्ति आप क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, जो स्ट्रेंथ पैदा कर रहे हैं धक्का देने का, कैसे कर रहे हैं? यू आर होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ, यू आर होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ बिहाइंड. करके देखिए दोबारा, अगेन डू इट अगेन. सी, पुश इट हार्ड. यू होल्ड योर ब्रेथ, सांस रोकते हैं आप, बट सांस रोक के बाय होल्डिंग द ब्रेथ वेयर आर यू क्रिएटिंग द ट्रिगर? वो ट्रिगर कहां, वो एफर्ट कहां क्रिएट कर रहे हैं? यहां पे कर रहे हैं एफर्ट, बाहर कर रहे हैं, एक्सटर्नल एफर्ट डाल रहे हैं ना. यू आर मेकिंग एन एक्सटर्नल एफर्ट बाय होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ. यू आर मेकिंग एन एक्सटर्नल एफर्ट. सो व्हेन यू लिफ्ट समथिंग, तो ये भार आप उठाते हैं. सो हाउ डू यू लिफ्ट वेट? वेट कैसे लिफ्ट करते हैं? यू होल्ड योर ब्रेथ. यू कांट लिफ्ट वेट विदाउट होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ. You hold your breath and when you lift weight with the right hand, suppose कीजिए आप दाएं हाथ से वेट उठा रहे हैं, the trigger goes to the right hand muscles. दाएं हाथ के मसल में ट्रिगर चला जाता है and this becomes strong. Your right hand muscle grows. ऐसा ही होता है ना, बॉडी बिल्डिंग ऐसे ही होता है ना. This is how weight training and bodybuilding happens, isn't it? So by holding the breath, you are creating an external trigger. Now, very important part of this webinar. You hold your breath and do not move your body. What will happen? आप सांस रोक लें, अपने शरीर को बिल्कुल ना हिलाएं. क्या होगा? What will happen? You are not creating an external trigger. अब बाहरी दिशा नहीं दे रहे इसको, तो कहां जाएगा ये? डायरेक्शन कहां जाएगा? Internally, your heart rate will increase. आपके हार्ट बीट से हो जाएगी ना, गर्मी लगने लग जाएगी शरीर. You start sweating after some time. पसीना आ जाएगा. Where did the trigger go? Inside. So by breath hold, you can create an internal trigger. Can you direct it towards your heart, towards your liver, towards your kidney, towards your thyroid, towards the other organ and make it strong? इसके अलावा कोई चारा नहीं है. देख लीजिए. How you made one hand more stronger than the other? एक हाथ कैसे आपका ज्यादा ताकतवर हो गया दूसरे से? Because you worked with that hand more, isn't it? आपने उस हाथ से ज्यादा काम किया. And how did you work? Breath hold and direction. Breath hold and direction. That hand became strong. So if you do breath hold and direction inside, that organ will become strong. This is the only way. There is no other way. So how you can rejuvenate your liver? How you can make your liver strong? How you can make your heart strong? By us creating a specific direction. This is Kumbhak therapy, which is a part of Ashtaang Chikitsa. So how do you correct the Pramana Sharira or the organ body? By creating an internal trigger. ठीक है? तो और दूसरा तरीका, there is no medicine for that. कोई दवाई नहीं है उसके लिए. And there cannot be a medicine. कोई दवाई बन नहीं सकती. So at this point of time, everybody's organ is getting weak. Not even people like you. For youngsters also, छोटे बच्चों के भी organ weak हो रहे हैं. इस वक्त ये जरूरी है कि अंदरूनी काम किया जाए. It is important to work inside and rejuvenate your organ, make your organ strong. Now let's come to the other part, which is marma. Your organ, muscles, bones, they all work together, isn't it? आपका heart, आपके muscles, your nervous system, muscles, bones, they all work together. If you take out heart, you will not be able to move. You will not be able to live. If you take out liver, you will not be able to live. So they all work together. So there are junctions. ऐसी जगह है जहां पे की मूवमेंट होती है. There are junctions. Muscle and nerve junction. Muscle and bone junction. Two bones and there is a junction. ऐसा ही है ना? दो हड्डियों के बीच में एक जोड़ है. Organ, आपकी आंतों के बीच में. Lungs, organs and the external body is connected. ये सब जुड़ी हुई हैं कहीं ना कहीं जुड़ी हुई. ये जो junction point है, this junction point of the various organs is called as marma. If this junction point is okay, lubricated and flexible, you can perform better. अगर ये junction point ठीक से काम कर रहे हैं, ठीक से movement कर रहे हैं, तो आपका शारीरिक movement ठीक से होगा. Your organ function will happen properly. So these are called marmas. So marma needs a constant rejuvenation. इनको कॉन्स्टेंटली एक तरीके से मूवमेंट देना पड़ता है. टू कीप इट फाइन, वी नीड टू एक्चुअली मेक them मूव इन अ पर्टिकुलर वे कॉन्स्टेंटली. For example, I'm giving you another example. If your marmas are not functioning properly, there are two kinds of circulatory movement in your body. आपके शरीर में दो तरीके का movement का, blood circulation and lymph circulation. ऐसे मान के चलिए, just think about it. There are tissues and cells. आपकी कोशिकाएं हैं. The waste product gets thrown out of their walls. वो अपने बाहर अपना waste छोड़ देते हैं. And by movement of tissues and cells, these waste product comes to a certain place called joints or lymph node. अंग्रेजी में उनको lymph node कहते हैं. All your joints are lymph node. आप ऐसे कटकाते हैं तो आवाज आती है ना? If you just tense the joints, there will be a sound. टक से आवाज आएगी ना? क्या हुआ? Gases release हुई. There is a release of gases and toxins. So it only happens through movement. वो बिना movement के नहीं होगा. Blood circulation can happen without movement because there is a pumping organ. एक heart है जो blood circulation करवा रहा है. Lymph का कोई circulation नहीं करवा रहा. It will only happen by movement of the body. So if you move the body in a particular way, these toxins, they go out of the body. There is a constant rejuvenation of cells. Internal environment साफ बनेगा आपका, तभी there will be प्रकृति, न्यू सेलुलर फॉर्म, बेटर सेलुलर फॉर्मेशन. अगर वो एनवायरमेंट ठीक नहीं होगा तो रॉन्ग सेलुलर फॉर्मेशन कॉल्ड, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज कैंसर. गलत सेल बनते हैं तो कैंसर कहते हैं ना उसी को. सो बिकॉज ऑफ एन इंटरनल एनवायरमेंट, कैंसर हैपेंस बिकॉज ऑफ अ कैंसरस एनवायरमेंट. और उसके लिए इफ यू वांट टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट, देन देयर शुड बी कांस्टेंट रिजुवेनेशन ऑफ मर्म. तो इसमें हम मर्म, अष्टांग चिकित्सा में there is a part in Ashtaang Chikitsa, there is a part called as Anganyasa and Marma Vinyasa, which actually works upon, there is a particular movement in a particular way with a particular kind of breathing. It's a part of Ashtaang Chikitsa. Now go a little further. Now everything is ready for functioning. Now tissues, organ, joint, marma, सब कुछ तैयार हो गया. Now you function, you live your life, you do movement, you do function. काम होता है ना. तो फंक्शन, देयर आर थ्री थिंग्स व्हिच आर अटैच्ड टू फंक्शन. तीन चीजें हैं फंक्शन के साथ में जुड़ी: मटेरियल, एनर्जी एंड मूवमेंट. फंक्शन मींस थ्री थिंग्स: मटेरियल, एनर्जी एंड डायनामिज्म. इसी को कहते हैं कफ, पित्त, वात. दिस यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड ऑफ. आजकल तो बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटी चलती है, व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी, फेसबुक यूनिवर्सिटी, यूट्यूब यूनिवर्सिटी. So everybody is educated. You know, at least you must have heard of these words called Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Most of the people do not know what it is. They try to make an idea. But material, energy and dynamism, Kapha, Pitta, Vata. Most of the problem is attributed to dynamism. वात दोष ज्यादातर प्रॉब्लम के साथ में जुड़ा हुआ है. सो व्हाट इज योर जॉइंट प्रॉब्लम? व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड एज? वात दोष. राइट? मूवमेंट को आप कंट्रोल कैसे करते हैं? व्हाट इज वात? मूवमेंट. वात ऑल्सो क्रिएट्स पेन. सो मूवमेंट, हाउ डू यू कंट्रोल मूवमेंट? इफ यू वांट टू मूव योर हैंड, हाउ डू यू कंट्रोल द मूवमेंट? अगर आप ऐसे ऐसे तेजी से हाथ हिलाए, देखिए पीछे, अपने पीछे देखिए. हाउ डू यू कंट्रोल दिस मूवमेंट? बाय होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ इन अ पर्टिकुलर मैनर. अपनी सांसों को एक तरीके से चलाते हैं इसके लिए. यस और नो? यू कंट्रोल योर मूवमेंट बाय होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ. विदाउट होल्डिंग योर ब्रेथ यू कैन नॉट कंट्रोल योर मूवमेंट. तो वात दोष से बाहर आना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? If you want to come out of Vata dosh, what you need to do is control your movement. कुंभक करना पड़ेगा कि नहीं करना पड़ेगा? There is no other way. If you apply joint pain relief sprays or some gel, उससे क्या होगा? Temporary, you'll get a joint pain relief. Temporary, it's really temporary. क्या आपका घुटना ठीक हो जाएगा? No, it will not happen. So if you want to really have a control over the movement of your body, over your life, then you must practice kumbhak. कोई और चारा है नहीं. So दोष शरीर को, if you want to correct the dosha imbalances in your body, the most potent way is kumbhak. Other ways are also available, but they are less potent. There are medicines, all the herbs, Ayurvedic herbs, they do Vata Pitta Kapha balance, but to a certain extent. केवल एक extent तक ही कर सकते हैं. They can be a little help, but they cannot be cure, rejuvenation. If you do Kumbhak for 3 years, you will become 10 years younger. This is called as rejuvenation. So, neuro problem, usually, कहते हैं neuro problem. Somebody was talking about, so, what people were talking about? Spondylitis and what else? Neuro problem. Now, something called as drop foot, neuropathy, है ना? ये चीज आपने सुना होगा. You must have heard of these things. So neuropathy happens on, you don't have a control. Parkinson, again a neuro problem. Huh? There is neurodegeneration, degenerative disease, which the doctor will say it doesn't become fine. It doesn't. No, there is no solution for that. There are sometimes autoimmune disorder of nervous origin, for which there is no solution. कोई solution है ही नहीं. So I'll tell you some examples. मैं आपको कुछ example बताता हूँ. So there was a person who was suffering from paralysis. एक 64-year-old, 65-year-old professor of Delhi University or some associate Delhi University का कोई college है उसमें. So he suffered a paralytic stroke and lost sensation in one part of the body. He started doing Kumbhak. In 3 months' time, he regained the sensation by almost 95% on that part. Now another example. There was a marathon. There is a marathon runner. She's a lady, a lady marathon runner. She started developing drop foot, uncontrolled legs. She couldn't control her legs. Suddenly, uska marathon सब बंद हो गया. She was almost like stuck at one place. She started doing Kumbhak. And after 4 to 5 months, she reported, I am preparing for next marathon. So there was a person who was suffering from myasthenia gravis, where the muscles are not in control. आंखें पड़कती रहती हैं, muscles हिलते रहते हैं. They are in always fluctuating mode. He started Kumbhak, and in 3 months' time, he reported that it's gone maximum, like it's gone about 80 to 85% it's gone. Another person who was not able to speak for more than 2-3 words, he was not able to speak. Uska voice box related issue tha. It is also a neuro origin. So he started Kumbhak. In 4 to 5 months time, he said, I can talk for long now. मैं काफी समय तक अब बोल सकता हूं जो पहले नहीं बोल सकता था. So these are examples of people who have done Kumbhak and they have come out of the problem of neuro origin. I'm talking about problems you're talking like Parkinson, paralysis, and neuropathy. You can actually revive. Your whole nervous system can revive. Let's get to the second last part, or the 7th Sharira. It is called as Garbha Sharira. Garbha means a quality. The Sanskrit word Garbha means a quality of environment, an environmental quality. So Garbha fundamentally is called as quality, and the quality can be created by something called as samskara. Samskara is a way of creating quality. So Garbha means quality. Garbha, quality or genetics are correlated. I'm talking genetics. When you say Garbha Sharira, it is your genetics. Your genetics is responsible for your personality, for the quality of your body. How much your body has potential in what direction, in what vertical. It is your genetics. Isn't it? This is called as Garbha Sharira. The Garbha Sharira gives you the genetics. Can you correct your genetics? It has also some relation with what you call as karma. When we say samskara, it is called as related to what you have done. So your genetics is also what you have done. Your genetics is also what you have done. So can you correct your genetics? Yes, 99% of your genetics can be changed. Now, the modern research says 99% of the total genetical quality is epigenetics, changeable genetics, variable genetics. You can actually change your genetics. So earlier theory of genetics cannot be changed is now burst, is now being bursted. So now you can change your genetics also. If the doctor says, oh, you have a problem because of your genetics, then tell the doctor, please change my genetics, because modern research says genetics can be changed. But they are thinking of stem cells, which is not the right way to approach genetics. I am telling you, Kumbhak is a way to change genetics. When you do Kumbhak, you are actually applying epigenetic triggers inside the body, which will change your genetics. And that's why people into diabetes, they drop their medicine. People of who have blood pressure issues, they don't need a medicine to control their blood pressure. Whatever genetics you say or what is being said in the world today can be changed. But you have to do certain things in a certain way. Only then it will happen. The last part is Shrishti Sharira. Eighth Sharira is Shrishti Sharira. Shrishti means what? In which you are sunk. Like Shrishti for a fish is the sea. एक मछली के लिए समुद्र सृष्टि है. So the water around her is सृष्टि for her. So for human being, the cosmos, ये ब्रह्मांड is सृष्टि. So it applies lot of forces. Na? What is environment? What is universe? Lot of forces acting. Na? You walk on earth in the force which is called as gravity. Gravity pulls you down constantly. Within this gravity, you walk. So you make an effort against gravity and then you walk. There is a very high environment or the pressure of this atmosphere. Atmosphere का pressure है ना आपके ऊपर. उसके बावजूद भी आप move करते हैं, चलते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं. You do everything. So this is Srishti. The forces of environment is Srishti. Now I am bringing up something very, very unique and important. Now suppose gravity pulls you down. You know this, gravity pulls you down. Why do you grow tall? Gravity तो आपको नीचे खींचता है ना, गुरुत्वाकर्षण आपको नीचे खींचता है. आप लंबे क्यों हो जाते हैं? एक पेड़ ऊपर क्यों उग जाता है? Why a tree grows up? Why a bird flies? Because you must be applying a force opposite to gravity. Yes or no? आप जोर लगा रहे होंगे ग्रेविटी के विरुद्ध. आप जानते भी नहीं हैं. You don't even know, notice. But you are applying a force opposite to gravity. Suppose कीजिए आपके अंदर this force becomes weak inside you. Gravity के opposite force लगाना कमजोर हो गया. आपको कैसा फील होगा? How will you feel in your body and mind? You'll feel heavy, pulled by gravity. आप उठा नहीं पाएंगे ना, हल्का महसूस नहीं कर पाएंगे. Will not feel light. How will you feel? Heavy. ऊपर नहीं उठा पाएंगे तो नीचे heavy feel करेंगे. Where will the heaviness impact? ये heaviness कहां असर करेगा आपके? Joint पे? It will impact the joint? Yes or no? This heaviness is called as stress. S-T-R-E-S-S. You talk about stress, but आपको मालूम नहीं है stress क्या है. You think situation creates stress. No. Put 10 people in the same situation. 5 will get stressed, 5 will not. It is not the situation. It is your inability to handle a situation creates stress. आपकी क्षमता नहीं है अगर किसी सिचुएशन को हैंडल करने की, तब आपको उसमें स्ट्रेस होगा. So are you doing anything to increase your capability and the capacity to handle situation? No, you are not doing it. So I talked about one force. एक फोर्स के बारे में बात किया. The upward force is called उदाना. In कुंभक कलाचार, in कुंभक विज्ञान, we call it उदाना. इसको हम उदान ही कहते हैं. Have you heard of this word उड़ान? उड़ान सुना है नाम आपने? उड़ना, उड़ान. This has come from the root udana. That means opposite to gravity force. There are 84 forces which you are struggling every moment through. 84 अलग-अलग forces में आप काम करते हैं. Your organs function according to these forces. So which force has gone weak in you because of which you have got into one problem? आपके अंदर कौन सा फोर्स वीक हो गया जिसकी वजह से आप प्रॉब्लम में आ गए? That is what we diagnose in प्राण शक्ति diagnosis. यही प्राण शक्ति diagnosis है. We find out the force which has become weak in you, and because of that you have got into one problem and then another and then another and then another. This is the root cause. So we do prana shakti diagnosis, and in the 9 weeks you learn the basic module, and you get an extra class where the whole module get customized according to your system. 9 हफ्ते तक आप एक मॉड्यूल सीखते हैं. There are 3 things in that module which actually takes care of all these 8 aspects. ये 8 चीजों का वो ध्यान रखता है. 3 चीजें हैं. The first one is called as अंगन्यासा. The second one is called as hatha vinyasa. The third one is called as kumbhak therapy. So in 9 weeks you learn this module of 3 steps, and then you get an extra class of customization where we diagnose you and customize the whole module according to your system and problem. This is Ashtaang Chikitsa. So it takes care of all the Sharira. Sharira means body and mind complex. Prakriti, Vikriti, Sankhya, Pramana, Marma, Dosha, Garbha, Srishti. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle. So if you work upon the body, see, you will never get a magic pill. If you wait for eternity, you will not get a magic pill. कोई magic दवाई नहीं बन सकती शरीर के लिए. Why? Because this body is first of all not designed for chemical medicine. Is your body designed for chemical medicine? No, your body is not designed for chemical medicine. जब आप एक पेट्रोल की गाड़ी लेते हैं तो डीजल डालते हैं उसमें. Would you put diesel into a petrol vehicle? No, never. Common sense, it is designed for petrol. So when your body is not designed for chemical medicine, where does this common sense go? ये common sense कहां चला जाता है इस समय जब हम अपने शरीर को इस्तेमाल करते हैं? That is why more medicine, more disease in the last 50 years. Enough example, isn't it? So you must work upon this. Body is magical. Let me give you this guarantee. ये शरीर बहुत मैजिकल है. ये ठीक करता है अपने आप को. This is the only gadget which is self-corrective or it corrects itself. ये खुद को ठीक करता है. आप मौका दें इसको. You empower your system and you'll see magic happening in your life. So it is important. Wherever you invest your time, money, focus, that thing grows. आपने दवाइयों पे इन्वेस्ट किया पिछले 50 सालों में, कितनी बढ़ गई? वो आपको रूल करने लग गए. आप हेल्थ पे इन्वेस्ट कीजिए. जस्ट इन्वेस्ट इन हेल्थ एंड you'll see your health will improve. Not only your health, the health of next generation will improve. So it is our responsibility that we focus on this beautiful system that we have been given or gifted with and transform our lives, make our lives better. So I'll stop here. यहाँ पे मैं रुकूंगा. So the team will take you forward. Team आपको आगे बताएंगे.
Thank you everyone for listening to Swamiji very carefully. And now how we'll proceed is we'll just share the experiences of 2 people. I think they have joined the webinar. They'll just share what their experience has been with Ashtaang Chikitsa. And after that, we'll get to know all the details about the program, the fee, the duration, everything. So I'll ask Neha to bring up our first participant.
Ratna sir, Ratna sir, are you there?
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. आपका स्वागत है वेबिनार ग्रुप में। तो सर आप
Thank you.
अपनी जर्नी के बारे में कुछ बताइए जो आपको एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है अष्टांग चिकित्सा ज्वाइन करने के बाद।
जी बिल्कुल मैडम, बिल्कुल। सबसे पहले आप सभी लोगों को नमस्कार मेरा। मैं आर.डी. गुप्ता, बेसिकली मैं मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर हूँ और आई एम 51 years old एक्चुअली, एंड आई एम रिसाइडिंग एट रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ and working as a vice president at steel plant here in Raipur. So जो हमारे यहाँ का एनवायरनमेंट होता है उतना क्लियर नहीं रहता, उतना ग्रीन नहीं रहता, बट उस डस्टी थोड़ा सा रहता है। तो आप लोग जानते हैं थोड़ा सा अगर डस्टी एनवायरनमेंट में लोग बाग रहते हैं तो थोड़ा सा वो अपना इफेक्ट आता है उसमें बॉडी पे। तो इस साल के शुरुआत में मेरा रेजोल्यूशन था कि माई हेल्थ इज माई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। उसके लिए मैं चीजें एक्सप्लोर कर रहा था कि और क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज हो सकती हैं गुड हेल्थ के लिए। सो आई जस्ट सॉ वेबिनार, क्या मैं फेसबुक में देखता रहता हूँ कुछ फ्री में मिल रहा है तो उसको लेना चाहिए करके। तो मेरे को एक फ्री वेबिनार दिखा स्वामी जी का, तो मेरे को लगा कि हाँ अब ये एक बार देखते हैं, कुछ काम का होगा तो आगे बढ़ेंगे इसमें। तो I have attended that webinar and very much impressed with the स्वामी जी स्टेटमेंट्स कि वाकई में एक ऐसी चीज है जो एक समझ लीजिए कि भारतीय संस्कृति की एक ऐसी चीज है जो धीरे धीरे विलुप्त हो रही थी और स्वामी जी ने उसको किसी तरीके से हमको वापस दे रहे हैं। ये बहुत बड़ी चीज है। तो मैंने उसमें विगत 7 फरवरी को मैंने उसमें एडमिशन लिया था एंड नाउ वी हैव कंप्लीटेड ऑल आवर मॉड्यूल्स ऑफ 9 वीक्स। उसमें अभी हमको कस्टमाइज प्लान मिलना बाकी है, लेकिन आप लोग को थोड़ा आश्चर्य होगा कि उसके रिजल्ट्स जो हैं अभी आने लग गए हैं। और मैं कुछ आपको बताऊंगा कि जैसे मुझको बैठने में थोड़ी तकलीफ होती थी, अब स्ट्रेट बैठने में तकलीफ होती थी, क्योंकि थोड़ी देर बाद अगर मैं ऐसा बैठ गया जैसा अभी बैठा हूँ तो थोड़ी देर में मेरे कमर में तकलीफ हो जाती थी। लेकिन अभी इस पिछले 1 महीने से मेरे को कोई तकलीफ नहीं हुई है। और दूसरा, जो मेरे को नी में भी पेन होता था स्टेयर्स में चढ़ते समय या अगर मैंने दौड़ लिया कुछ, तो अभी ऐसा कुछ है नहीं। नाउ इट इज एवरीथिंग इज फाइन। सबसे बड़ी चीज मैं आप लोग को ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि जो मैं जैसे आगे झुकने में मेरे को दिक्कत होती थी वो अभी बराबर हो गया, एकदम ठीक है। थोड़ा सा है लेकिन धीरे धीरे वो भी ठीक हो जाएगा, मेरे को लग रहा है। पिछले 1 महीने पहले, क्योंकि स्वामी जी बोलते हैं कि हम आपको मेडिसिन फ्री करना चाहते हैं, आपको क्या पूरे संसार को मेडिसिन फ्री करना चाहते हैं। तो मैंने उसके लिए अपने दवाइयों पे वर्क करना चालू किया और 15 दिन के लिए मैंने दवाइयाँ ऑल्टरनेट डेज में कर दी। मैं एक बीपी पेशेंट हूँ और 2 गोलियां खाता हूँ, एक ब्लड प्रेशर की और एक कोलेस्ट्रॉल की। तो उसमें जो ब्लड प्रेशर की है वो टेल्मासाटन खाता हूँ और जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल के लिए है वो रेजुवास्टेटिन, मतलब एक स्टेटिन मेडिसिन है, वो खाता हूँ। तो मैंने उसको ऑल्टरनेट डेज कर दिया और 15 दिन के बाद मैंने सोचा कि इसका क्या इफेक्ट आ रहा है वो देखा जाए करके मैं नागपुर गया। नागपुर में एक बहुत रेनाउंड कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट है मिस्टर जगताप, डॉक्टर जगताप को मैंने दिखाया, पूरा चेकअप कराया अपना। तो वो जो मेरा टीएमटी पहले माइल्ड पॉजिटिव आता था वो टोटली नेगेटिव आया इस बार। और जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल मेरा था आज से 6 महीने पहले, वो एकदम मेंटेन्ड था। एलडीएल जो करीब करीब 100 के नीचे ही रहना चाहिए, एलडीएल भी जो है मेरा 100 के आसपास ही था, उसमें कोई भी चेंज नहीं आया। इंस्पाइट मैं जो घी, स्वामी जी ने मेरे को बताया था कि एक खाली पेट आदमी को घी खाना चाहिए, तो घी खाने से भी ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ा, बल्कि कांस्टेंट रहा। अभी वो स्टेज में आ जाएगा कुछ दिन में, मेरे को लग रहा है कि कोलेस्ट्रॉल विल गो डाउन। उसके अलावा डॉक्टर ने जो मेरे को प्रिस्क्राइब की मेडिसिन, उसमें मेरी जो एटोरवास्टेटिन थी, जो रेजोवास्टेटिन थी, वो दवाई वो उन्होंने आधी कर दी। जो मेरे को 10 mg की मैं खा रहा था, उसको उन्होंने आधा कर दिया। मैं अभी इस कोशिश में हूं कि जो मेरी ब्लड प्रेशर वाली दवाई है वो भी आधी हो जाए। उसके लिए मैं बहुत रेगुलरली और बहुत रिलीजियसली ये कुंभक की जो थेरेपी स्वामी जी ने बताई है वो मैं कर रहा हूं। और मैं चाहता हूं कि आप लोग बहुत लकी हैं जो आपको ये प्लेटफॉर्म मिल गया है। आपने वेबिनार देखा, स्वामी जी को सुना, आप लोग जरूर इसको ज्वाइन कीजिए, क्योंकि ये आपको और आपके परिवार को रोग मुक्त कर देगा एकदम, और आपको वो चीजें एक्सपीरियंस होंगी जो आप वाकई में चाह रहे हैं। क्योंकि इसके लिए सबसे जरूरी चीज क्या है कि आपको अपने आप पर विश्वास करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि स्वामी जी कहते हैं कि आपकी बॉडी ही आपको क्योर कर सकती है। तो आपको पहले अपने ऊपर विश्वास करना पड़ेगा, आपको इस थेरेपी पे विश्वास करना पड़ेगा, इस कुंभक थेरेपी पे विश्वास करना पड़ेगा, और आपको स्वामी जी के कथनों पर विश्वास करना पड़ेगा जो वो कह रहे हैं। अगर आप उस पर विश्वास कर सकते हैं तो आप जरूर कीजिए, क्योंकि ये आगे जाके आपको बहुत ज्यादा लाभ देने वाला है। जैसे कि आप SIP के थ्रू इन्वेस्ट करते हैं ना, वैसे ही आपको अभी HIP करना है। अनिल सर समझ रहे हैं ना? HIP मतलब होता है हेल्थ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान। आपको आज अभी 5,000 का, 10,000 का जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, आप उसको करिए। मैं गारंटी देता हूं कि आपके जो 5 लाख रुपए बाईपास में खर्च होने वाले हैं वो बंद हो जाएंगे। वो होंगे ही नहीं। ना आपका किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट होगा, ना लीवर ट्रांसप्लांट होगा। आप ये चीज गांठ बांध लीजिए, आपको कुछ नहीं होना, बाल बांका नहीं होना। आप बस इसको स्टार्ट करिए।
थैंक
मैं
यू,
इसी के
थैंक
साथ
थैंक यू
आप
सो
सब लोग
मच
को
सर।
बेस्ट विशेस देना चाहता हूं। आपकी लाइफ हेल्दी लाइफ हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू
Thank you,
सर,
Adi
थैंक यू
sir.
फॉर
Thank you.
शेयरिंग योर एक्सपीरियंस। सो हाँ, चंद्रकला मैम, आर यू देयर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I am
ma'am.
here.
Yeah, ma'am. Tell me, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Namaste, Guruji. I am Chandrakala Jagdish from Bangalore, Karnataka. See, I started my Ashtaang Chikitsa program in January. I registered in January. I had problem of right side, the whole right side I had pain throughout the body. So I thought I was looking for a, what should I say, that program where I can invest as well as get myself healed from the pain and other things along with that. When I attended the webinar of Swamiji, I was impressed, and I was registered in this group, Ashtaang Chikitsa group. And then I did the whole program, all the 3 modules very religiously, and I did it without fail. I used to send a day-to-day program, and it is really beneficial for everyone. Whoever is having pain or anything related to the skeletal-muscular nervous this thing, it is very, very beneficial. And definitely whatever you are wishing for, like cure or healing, anything, it definitely gives you the expected results. So I request everyone, whoever has seen Swamiji's webinar, today's webinar was very excellent, and he has given so many things, clues, like there is no magical pill in the whole universe. So this is what is the key word for the Ashtanga Chikitsa course. Please, I request everyone to join the course. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chandrakala ma'am. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
And okay, let's get to know the program details. काफी टाइम हो गया है अभी, तो हम जल्दी से प्रोग्राम डिटेल जान लेते हैं. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll share my screen. Neha, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we'll go through the details very fast, and we'll post the details in the chat as well as in the WhatsApp group also. Now, this is a guided program conducted online by trained Kumbhak mentors. This is not something that like a lot of people, they say that why don't you post it on YouTube and why don't you send us the videos? See, this is something very technical, and if there's no guidance, if there's no supervision, things can go wrong. Okay, so it has to be done under expert guidance only. So that's why it's a mentored program. There are like RD sir and Chandrakala ma'am, they said that they completed the 3 modules. What these 3 modules are? Module 1, module 2, and module 3. Duration of each module is 21 days or 3 weeks. The duration is 9 plus 1. Why 9 plus 1? Because 9 weeks is for the therapy, the 9 weeks program wherein 3 modules are covered. 1 week would be the extra week for customization. And what's customization? We'll get to know about it in a short while. There'll be 2 live classes every week, out of which 1 would be the learning class or the main class, and 1 would be the mentoring class or the practice class. In the practice class, the mentors will watch you on camera. You have to keep your cameras on, and they'll be watching you if you're doing the kriyas correctly or not. All these classes are recorded, which means that you'll be able to get access to them through a login ID and password, and you'll get a course dashboard. Inside the course dashboard, all the videos are there, all the recording of the classes. Plus, there would be written instruction, because a lot of people, they like to read and do the things because they don't want to fast forward and then rewind. So they just download and type the or print out the instructions. What are the next steps? You pay the program fee, and we have a very special webinar pricing. Then you fill the PO form, which is a participant onboarding form, wherein we'll create login credential for you for the course access. The course access contains the recorded videos. And then you start your classes, start with module 1, then module 2 and module 3. Total classes, module 1 will contain 6 classes, out of which 3 are learning and 3 mentoring classes, 21 days. Same is true for that, module 2 and module 3. So total 18 classes you'll be getting. That is the learning class, plus there will be 2 customization classes, plus there will be 2 Q&A session classes with Swamiji. Every 15th of the month, Swamiji will come live and he'll answer your questions. So total classes you'll be getting would be 22. Engagement is for 10 weeks. When are the classes starting? The 76th batch will start on 18th April, Monday at 6:30 p.m. After completing module 1, that is after 3 weeks, module 2 will start on 10th May, Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Then module 3 starts on 1st Jan. So total, you'll be covering 63 days for the 3 modules. Ultimately, you'll be completing all 3 modules, one by one. Mentor classes or the practice classes would be on Thursdays for module 1. Mentor classes would be on Fridays for module 2, and on Saturdays for module 3. What is the class experience like? These are live sessions wherein our mentors, they'll be guiding you and they'll be supporting you in the classes. They'll be supervising the whole session, like I already told you in the beginning. These are guided sessions. Mentors watch all the participants. So that's why I said that you to keep your cameras on. And then you get written instructions in English and Hindi both. And the session recordings, I already told you, you'll get them through a course login ID. There'll be a lot of extra things that Swamiji will be sharing with all. Mental practices will be there. There'll be unique diet perspective. These are not diet plans. This is a diet perspective, how to use food to support the body so that Kumbhak can work best inside your body to strengthen the internal organs. Then there'll be simple detox processes, and there'll be a lot of knowledge that will be shared by Swami. Now, before I come to the actual program fee, I'd like to take your attention to how much we could be spending just to manage our disease. Why this is important? So that you can know what you're getting. Are you getting your money's worth or not? Now, I've written some numbers here. They can be higher or lower depending on the city in which you reside. Doctor fee, you could be paying, these are yearly expenses. You could be paying anywhere between 6,000 to 12,000 every year. Physiotherapy, another 12,000 to 30,000. Medicines, you could be spending between 15,000 to 30,000. So if you total all of these, 33,000 to 32,000 per year, you could be spending just to manage your disease. And we all know allopathic side effects, so we don't want to talk and spend time here. Now, before I share the program details, it's very important to know who this program is not for, so that it becomes very clear who this program is for. This is not for people who are looking for a magic pill. We always talk about magic pill and want to get results, just tomorrow only. Because we are so used to allopathy, we are so used to taking medicines that we take a medicine, pain goes. So it's not for those people who want a fast result. Although this therapy will give fast result, but still it will take some time. Who this program is not for? This is not for those who are not ready to work on their body. This thing will require time, investment of time. Apart from money, the time investment is required. It's not for those who cannot invest 60 to 70 minutes every day on themselves. Again, we get to hear many times that I don't have time, that my office time is there, we are busy in other things. See, if health is of topmost priority, and if you're looking for a permanent solution, you'll have to find time. If not, then this program is not for you. This is not for those who are impatient. Everything requires patience. See, the problem that you are in right now, it was not created overnight, so it won't go away overnight. We need to understand this. And it's not for those who are looking for a free treatment or just some tips. A lot of people, they just come here, they'll get one tip. See, therapy don't work on tips. We need to take a therapy from start till the end. So that's very important to understand. And even if you're getting something for free, you're paying with your time. And if that therapy doesn't work, you pay with your time and lost opportunity. Now, what all you get in the program? Prana Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. This is very important, the key. Like in the video, Swamiji told about that there are 84 forces. So this is the non-medical diagnosis in which you'll get a Google form and you'll be asked to do some experiments on your breath and your emotions. And you have to record those readings. Whatever you find out, you have to record those. Along with that, you'll be asked to upload a selfie photograph without spectacles, and for ladies without makeup. When these two things go to Swamiji, he is able to determine which force out of the 84 forces has become weak, because when a root cause is known, only then a solution is possible. And this is the customization will happen in the 10th week. We'll come to that point also. There'll be one main class of 60 to 90 minutes every week. Weekly one practice class, again 60 to 90 minutes. Online course access for 1 year. After the 10 weeks are over, you'll get all the recordings with you. They'll remain with you. You'll have access to all those recordings for complete 1 year. Videos of all kriyas done in the class. Now, how this is different from the recorded class? In the recorded class, the whole class is recorded. So people asking questions and everything. But these videos, separate kriyas, each kriya being taught in the main class would be a separate video also. So that some people who do not want to watch the whole class, they just want to see the video of the kriya. So they save time. And that's how all these kriyas are also separately given in the form of videos. There'll be written instructions which you can download and take a printout and do your kriyas from there. Now, this is very important. Private WhatsApp group to ask doubts, questions, and that's 7 days a week. Now, 2 days of the week, you'll be live with us in the classes. But on the remaining 5 days, when you're doing the kriyas alone, and if you have any doubt that time, where do you go? You go to this WhatsApp group. You'll be a part of this private WhatsApp group. And whatever doubt, whatever problem, let's say you do some kriya and you face a problem, you write in this group, or you send an audio message in the group, and the mentors will be replying to you. They'll be guiding you and supporting you. This is very important. So this will be your home for the next 10 weeks. Everything related to the program will happen here. Then you get calls from our mentors individually also. And we track the progress of each participant individually. Therapy customization is the 9th point for each participant in the 10th week. This is very important. Like I told you, the first point was Prana Shakti diagnosis. The therapy is fine-tuned and customized for all the participants. Why this is important? Because let's say 10 people have the same problem. Let's say knee pain. But the root cause can be different for all 10 people. Because the body is different, everything is different. So we need to treat every person as a separate person, and the cause of that disease, that is same, the disease is same, but the cause of the disease can be different. So we take that into account, and then the therapy is customized for all the participants. Now the 10th point, old students group. When the 10 weeks are over, when the program is over, we'll shift you to the old students group, which means you'll still be able to ask questions, you'll still be able to clear your doubts. And this is the only program that offers such support to the old students also. Otherwise, most of the programs, they just complete the program and that's it. But we understand that a doubt can come anytime. So you need to have a place where you can ask. All these points are listed here. Now, what is the program fee? 9,500 for the complete program, including Prana Shakti diagnosis, the customization, the 22 classes, everything. But wait, there's a special price, like I already told you, for webinar participants. Special webinar pricing is just 5,500. And this is valid till 16th April till 12:30 p.m. This is a 10 weeks program, so 22 classes. And I just done a little math here, which will be fun to do. 5,500 divided by 22 classes is 250 rupees per class, plus all the benefits they get, the Prana Shakti diagnosis, the customization for each participant, the support after the program, everything. So the price has been such so that everybody can afford it. 250 per class is not much. How to enroll? You pay the program fee, then you post the payment receipt in the WhatsApp group, fill the participant onboarding form, join the first module, start attending classes, and learn Ashtaang Chikitsa. Payment method we'll share in the WhatsApp group as well as here also. Now, the super support team that we have, this is the team that will be taking care of you during those 10 weeks and even after the 10 weeks also. See, howsoever good a program may be, but if proper support is not there, the program is of no use. We understand that because one, this is an online program and many people do not believe that something can be done online. We'll be, like I told you, we'll be starting a 76th batch. We have more than 900 participants till now and everything is happening online only. Even people who are 75 plus years of age, they are getting benefited and they are learning online. And just before Corona, nobody could think of that somebody who's 75 years is handling Zoom so effortlessly. And the team is Rachna Shriman Botra. She's the program director. Then we have Shalini Bhagwat. She takes care of all the class planning. And if you want to change any class due to any reason, she's the person that they will be talking to. Atul Sharma, one of our senior mentors. Pooja Chopra, another mentor. Ranjana, mentor. Rakhi, another mentor. Neha Upadhyay. She is in charge of all the enrollment. So initially you'll be interacting with her a lot regarding the enrollments, regarding the form. She'll be sending you the form. Anil Chauhan, that's me. All the questions that you'll be having, I'll be answering those questions in the WhatsApp group. And the form that some of you may have filled, I'll be talking to you personally also. So I'll be taking care of all your questions before you enroll. Himanshu Reddy, he's the person who's in charge of all the technical stuff. Login IDs, he'll be giving access to. If your video is not playing, he's the person you have to contact. And we'll provide all these contact numbers when you enroll. And so we have a proper team here. So that's what I want to emphasize here, because no therapy works if there's not a proper support. That's why we're a team of 9 full-time people who will take care of you. And this is just to give you confidence and to motivate you so as to you can take up the program. And with this, I come to the end of the presentation. There'll be a lot of people who may have a lot of questions. So there are 2 ways of doing it. You can, if you are in the WhatsApp group, you can share your question in the WhatsApp group. And if you shared already in the chat, Neha has already noted it down. So we'll be talking to you personally. And if you posted in WhatsApp group, we'll be answering in the WhatsApp group only. Also, since we wanted to keep the webinar time very short, so those of you who are interested in meeting live Swamiji, so tomorrow at 6 o'clock, he'll be there to answer all your questions also. So you have 3 ways to get your questions answered. The first is the chat here, Zoom chat. The second is the form that was shared in the chat. The third is in the WhatsApp group that you're part of. And the fourth is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Swamiji will be live for 1 hour. Then you can ask him directly also. And with this, we come to the end of the presentation. I thank you everybody who listened so carefully and looking forward to seeing you in the program. Namaskar.